Hey guys, and welcome back to the Ride Out Waxing and UK One Wheel channel. So, the Elf is in the Elf workshop. I'm going to try and make these skis look like those skis. So you've got the contrast between the base and obviously the rails and make them as fast and as smooth as possible. So what we're going to be doing to these skis, these are an Atomic C818, 180 centimeters in length, full carbon core, so a really good responsive on-piece ski. We've got a bit of chatter marks here. We're going to have to do a base scrape on these skis, get some of this dead material off, and also make sure they're nice and flat with a bit of PTEX repairing. We're also going to be doing a side and base edge sharpen to make sure these are as sharp as possible because they have got quite a bit of corrosion on, but nothing really untoward. This is not what I haven't obviously already seen before. We'll give the top coat a full clean, make sure the din settings are all done correctly, make sure that obviously all the bindings are nice and tight, and make sure the skis are ready for the slopes. But one other quick top tip from the Elf workshop today is get your boots out, stick them on your feet, walk around the house, make sure that, I knew you couldn't get my leg down then, you've broken them in, make sure your bindings or your ratchets on your boots are nice and tight, make sure there's no cables snapped if you've got snowboard boots with boa systems, make sure your insoles are in your boot, just basically put them on your feet, walk around your house or your garden just to make sure you break them back in and they don't hurt, obviously they fit properly. And like I say, the last thing you want is great skis, take your boots out of your bag and find out actually you're missing something or something's broken, because the ski resorts themselves with ski boots the way they are, they can be quite costly and expensive and also suck up some very precious ski time. So no further ado, let's make these skis. There's a little helper behind me here in the basket. Make sure these skis look as ship shape and as nice as possible. Stay with me, we're going to burn through these on time lapse and yeah, let's crack on. Okay guys, bit of a zoom in on this one. We've got some nice deep gouging here, full of rusty, just residue from where I've cleaned the ski. We've got a big gouge just there. We've got an indentation here. We've got a lot of pitting on the back side of the rail just over here, and a big gouge just there. We're going to get all these cleaned up. We're going to use some citrus cleaner. This is kind of what I use, the green stuff. This stuff's really, really good, with a nice clean bit of scrubbing pad. And we're going to clean all the structure up. We're going to first off sharpen the base of the rails and get them looking great. We've got the size absolutely perfect, and we're going to get the base now looking good. I don't like putting too much PTEX in. We've got a bit of a gouge just off this, maybe off the camera just here. I'm going to try and base scrape this as much as possible because PTEX isn't porous to wax, so that's why basically I go over with this metal scraper, making sure when I disappear off to my right, I've got a file over there, and I basically file the scraper nice and flat, so give a nice sharp 90-degree edge, bit of pressure, and then we can just go, and you can hear that there, picking up the high spots. And this material that you see just here, that is dead material that's come off the ski. So we're going to be obviously doing that again with PTEXing, making sure we fill up all of this because these have exposed, as you can hear, the back of the rail, it should be like so, but instead it's gouging just there. That's not too bad down there, but that's definitely hitting there, and we've got definitely some there. So we'll get some PTEX down, and but first of all, got a nice little gouge just off camera again at the top here. The skis themselves have been well used. Obviously, a bit of a hardcore skier is this chap, so does like it off piste maybe. And we'll get this looking ship shape. So I'm going to do the bases, get these edges. We've got that definition back. As you see on the camera, these very dull edges you see here will appear to be extremely shiny in a minute. We're working on a 90 degree and a 90 degree, so it gives us a nice, or sorry, a 90 degree side profile, 0.75 on the base. So it gives you a little bit more of a turn on your ski when upright for the carving factor. But yeah, let's crack on, get the edges done. We'll get the PTEX laid down, full base scrape, and then we'll both be obviously into waxing both skis. So stay with me, let's crack on and get into this. Okay guys, so this side is all done, that side is not, as you can tell. We've got a lovely definition. This black line here is just base material. That's what we're going to try and get it back to take this dullness off. I'm going to show you what it looks like before wax. Waxing skis is always a good thing. Always wax your skis. You can never have enough wax in your skis, because if you've got wax in your skis, they're going to go faster and they're more water repellent. I'm going to show you that in a second. But just very quickly, if you use your nail, you can see how much deposit off the top of my nail just there. That there is extremely sharp, as you can tell. That is exactly what you're looking for. Okay, so a nice sharp edge. You can hear it, it sounds great. So we're going to get that side looking like this side. We're going to get the PTEX laid down. Okay guys, so both skis are done, lovely and sharp, lovely and flat. We've got those edges now. If I were to grab my tool, that is the hard edge there. Even if I put it at quite a severe angle, it's not catching, which is what we need on any of the edges. We've backfilled all that with PTEX, and it's as flat as we physically can without putting too much in. There's a little bit of a gouge there, but I'm being ultra fussy. But I don't want to cover the whole base of the ski in PTEX. So there we are. And I don't like grinding it on a wheel, because obviously I like to keep the material in it because the ski lasts longer. But I'm going to put some wax on this now, get this sealed up, get the wax fed back into it. Then we'll pop it in the hot room and let those pores stay open as long as possible and close, grabbing as much wax as possible. And then obviously we'll take it off and have a look at the finished article. So stay with us. We're going to stick the old iron on and start waxing. Here we go. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is just sort of talk you through just quickly what I'm doing with the waxing here. I like to get the wax melted on the ski, and then I do some very slow passes. I don't stay stationary in any specific spot for the risk of burning the base. But the temperature on this iron is 115. That's the best optimum temperature. If you've got the wax and you tend to find when you're dripping it on, it's smoking, the iron is too hot. So just some gentle passes up and down the ski. What you want to do is build up a layer of wax on the front edge of the iron, like a little bow wave, and it then just leaves that nice slug trail behind the back of the iron. And I tend to find that then gives you a lovely even coat. So when you come to take the actual wax off, it comes off a lot better. And obviously these skis here have got a slight concave to them, so we just got to take it slightly slower and just work it in. You tend to find sometimes you turn the iron, you get the two corners that actually then dig into the curvature of the ski. But again, you build up that wax layer to give you that nice slug pattern. Somebody did mention in one of my videos about waxing, so simply just drip it on, and I tend to go up and down, just feeling the top coat of the ski. You don't want to get it too hot, but you tend to find the tail and the tip will warm up a lot quicker than the middle, because obviously the middle of the ski is obviously a lot thicker. And if you're feeling heat here, then you tend to find you've actually might have put a little bit too much heat into the ski, because you don't want anything to delaminate or unglue. But just by opening up the pores of the ski, just gently up and down. So again, what I try and do is warm the ski to a point where it's not drying as fast as it's leaving the back of the iron. That way, if it's staying wet, the ski's got a lot of heat in it still, and it's obviously opening those pores up for that wax to run into. Okay, freshly waxed, out of the hot room. Let's get this wax off and let's see how shiny we can make these beautiful atomic skis. Okay guys, so we are all done. So from one festive outfit over to a serious set of skis ready for the festive season on the slopes, these atomic skis are all done. And I think you'd agree from the before and after video, the bases have got deep dark colour, the edges are super sharp. I'm going to get these wrapped up and sent back to the customer. And a massive thanks to everybody that's obviously supporting my channel and also using me to have your skis waxed. I do truly do appreciate it. And if you can recommend me to friends, then please go ahead and do so. I have a Facebook page, go across to Ride Right Waxing, and if you want to hit a 5-star review once you've tested these out on the slopes, please do so, and obviously give us your feedback. I am really pleased how these have come out, and hopefully you will be too. And my awesome channel behind me, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and that would make me a very happy man. But until next time, I get another set of skis or snowboard, or I'm back out on my one wheel, whatever tickles my fancy, I will see you soon.